I feel the world sitting on my shoulder. Miss the night, so I call her over.
This is 4-Track Radar. Los Angeles. Known for its glitzy stars and the Sunset Strip, Los Angeles has an eclectic music scene far from the bright lights of Hollywood. Bands here, independent or not, have to fight to be heard. There's something in LA for everyone, and it pays to be different. The Plebz, Run, 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 Something for Rockets, Sugar and Wartime, Manchu. These artists aren't paying the man to bring their music to you. They're doing everything their own way.
You gotta say the question in the answer.
I think indie rock used to mean an independent band that's not signed, and now all you hear on the radio is indie rock.
When I think of indie, I think of a uniqueness that you haven't heard before.
I mean, independent could be the mindset of a group.
That's what it is to me.
Yeah, to me that's what it is. I guess independent means do whatever you want to do, doesn't it?
I think the word indie rock doesn't have a specific meaning anymore. I think it means a lot of different things.
Alternative, right, used to mean your rock alternative to crappy pop music. But now alternative encompasses crappy pop music. So there is no alternative anymore.
How would you describe your music? Indie rock.
Well, it's almost impossible for someone in the band to describe what it sounds like.
Sweaty and durable.
I think I once described it once as like nightmare rock.
It's kind of like beautiful and uncomfortable at the same time.
You just tell them it's high energy and wear your dancing shoes. We're Sex Pistols, Bowie.
It's sort of like organized mayhem.
I'm always lost for that one. I'm trying to find, I haven't found one yet.
I tell them it's a rock and roll three-piece with a girl singer.
All I know is how you talk.
You kind of have to say something to get them to come, because you can't be like, oh, we're like Pantera, and if they're not into it, then they wouldn't be there. There's an example.
We got a thing. We got a thing.
Yeah. And it sounds like a bunch of different things.
Good job. I agree.
Los Angeles is a magnet for those chasing a dream. Every day a new band shows up looking to get signed by a record label. It is arguably the center of the entertainment industry. In the 60s, acts such as The Doors made the Sunset Strip part of a musical pilgrimage that continues today. It's no wonder that so many bands come to Los Angeles to try to make a little history of their own.
Another exclusive.
Bobby and me went to school together. We studied at Brown for 4 years. We did music together. And we came to LA to make some records and chill. We found Barry and he joined the band. It was ill. Bass. It wasn't so much about being in a band or rocking out. It was about making music.
Basically, all of us wanted something. We weren't really sure what it was with our musical lives. We met each other and we realized that this is something that we have to do.
When I was a little kid, my mom gave me a guitar. My parents had played music, and when I was in high school, I was really into philosophy and law, and I actually was thinking about being a lawyer. My mom cried, and she was like, "What happened to Neil Young? What's going on?"
I really wanted to be a probation officer. I wanted to help kids. Didn't work out, so
We're just really good friends, and we like each other a lot, and we fight a lot, but we like it.
Passionate, like any good relationship. Passion.
We all basically dropped all our other projects that we were doing and made this thing happen.
It consumes you wholly, hopefully. I mean, that's my experience, is that you become so consumed by this responsibility to your own music that nothing else matters in the most serious way.
One thing about LA is it's so spread out that people get so easily discouraged. You know, it comes 11 o'clock at night and it's like a 40-minute drive anywhere.
We've played in a bunch of venues around LA. We've played the Viper Room.
The Derby?
The Derby.
That was my personal favorite. The people were cool. It just had good vibes, and I liked the Los Feliz energy. And
Los Feliz is kind of like a little neighborhood in LA that's just got a hip scene happening.
You know, it was maybe 1995. All you wanted to play was the Roxy, the Whiskey, you know, the Viper Rooms, all about the Sunset Strip. And now, 10 years later, those clubs are not even as important. Now it's all about the East Side.
Silver Lake is alternative. It is the alternative to living in the LA that everybody knows from TV and from the movies.
Now, some people are like, I want that Beverly Hills lifestyle. Some people are like, I want that like 80s rock, you know, memorabilia. We want to be a strip, you know. And I feel like a lot of people recently have been like, no, we're a little younger. We're, you know, more into art just because it's art.
It's a lot more intimate down in Los Feliz. There's no expectations. In Hollywood, people are more expectant of a great band every night.
Our fans have told me, I don't want to go to the Viper Room and see you because I hate dealing with the door guy and I hate the bullshit about when you're going in there and dealing with the $15 parking.
It's just so strange how scenes travel, and I mean, I don't know why they've traveled like that, but like those clubs just don't have the same impact as they used to.
Well, they're all pay for play now.
Well, pay to play is basically means that the promoter of the show is going to give you a certain amount of tickets that you've got to sell in order to play the show at that venue. So it's basically a confirmation or a guarantee for them that they're going to make an X amount of money off of you. So they give you 100 tickets as an example. You've got to sell 100 tickets in order to play that night.
Pay for play is whack.
you've got to sell like $400 worth of tickets.
Yeah.
Or you owe them $400 or however, you know, and that's like, it's just hard because you end up begging people to come, and it's like, it should just be like, come if you feel like it, you know, but it's like, you're gonna owe all this money if you don't come.
The concept of, you know, a band spending money so that they can perform in a particular place, that's really not the indie rock mentality. I feel like a whole wave of people thought that wasn't right, and a lot of things weren't right with the way things were going, and that's why things start to happen, like moving away from the Sunset Strip.
And all you can do is just be happy for what show that you're playing. Be happy for the bands that are getting opened up for those bands too. There's tons of like really awesome bands, and the fact that we live in Hollywood, there's like pretty much every week or even 3 times a week, there's awesome shows.
It just seems like maybe in Hollywood, as opposed to the East Side, people just kind of get a little more into it. Maybe it's because they're paying $15 to get in, and they're just trying to get more out of it.
Not many people get to do, you know, any club you want to in Hollywood.
Getting good shows is kind of like getting a stock tip, you know?
Yeah. You gotta be fast, you gotta be on it.
It stinks to pay to play, but if that's what it comes to, then, you know, at least we're here doing it.